Oh, hello everyone. I have been asked if I would do a tutorial on how to do granny squares. I have done these in the past. There are one or two on my channel, but probably long forgotten now, and because I've done quite a lot of videos on my channel. But these are the ones I've been doing recently when I was asked if I would do the squares and maybe show how to make them and how I not sure whether I'm going to sew them up or just crochet them, but I will sort that out later on. So these are the kind I've done. This one, and that one. They are just ordinary granny squares. This one has a flower in the centre. You can do these with different colours. That one is a flower in the centre with a different centre to the flower. So the one I'm going to show you today is just going to be the ordinary granny square. So I'll shift these out the way and get started on this. I'll blow it up so you can see better too. Now I'm going to start off with a magic circle or a magic ring. I'm not sure what the name for it is. And that is so that I can tighten the centre of this is the centre of the granny square. You have the long end like that, and you can pull it and tighten it. I have already tightened that one, but so you don't have a hole in the middle of the centre 4 stitches that you start with. And you need to leave an end long enough to sew around afterwards, because some people crochet around, but I sew around. So to make a magic circle, you just put the wool around 2 fingers like that. That's the first part. The second part goes at the back, and I am using a 4.5mm hook. Some people prefer to use 4 because I'm using double knitting, but this is what I prefer to use. So you put the hook underneath the first part of the yarn and grab the back part and pull it through like that. And then get your yarn. And from there you're going to make 3 chain. 3, that's 3 chain. You can tighten that loop a little bit, you don't need it that big. And so that is your first chain. We're going to do 12 chains all around, 12 triple, that's triple crochet, 12 triple crochet, 12 triple crochet stitches all around the ring. So that's your first one. That's your second one. And this is your third one. So there you have 3 stitches. Your first one was the chain, the 3 chain that you made. And then between each set of 3, we're going to do sets of 3, and each set of 3 you need to do 2 chain. 1, 2. Then you go into the circle again and do another 3 triple crochet. It's double crochet if you're in the United States or Canada or in some other countries. And I'm sure you all know how to do the triple crochet. So you put your yarn over the hook, you go into the ring, yarn over the hook, pull it through, yarn over the hook, pull through 2, yarn over the hook and pull through 2 again. And that's how you do a triple crochet, for anyone that's maybe forgot. That's another 3, so I'm going to do another chain, and these are going to be your corners where the chains are. And then it's into that ring again. And this is a little bit difficult for me because I am looking over the top of my phone. I'm not actually looking at my hands while I'm doing it, which is a little bit funny. So we're going to do 2 chain again. And then into the next group of 3. So we've done 1, 2, 3 corners, and then we've done 2 chain, which is going to be the 4th corner. So, and now we are going to join those 2 chain to the top. That was the first stitch, the first 3 chain you did to make your first stitch. Going to the top of that stitch and just slip the stitch over. I find it easier to do it with my fingers. And go into the next one. Slip that one over. And into the next one. Slip that one over. And there's one more. And you're now at the start for to do into the corners. These are your corners, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we are going to do 3 chain to start. And then we're going to go into that corner and do another 2 to make 3 stitches. That's the first group of 3. And then you do 2 chain. And then do another 3 stitches into that same corner. I'll need to pull some wool out here. It's a bit tight in this ball. This wool is splitting very easy. I think I picked the wrong one to do this tutorial with. So that is the corner. We've done 3 stitches, 2 chain and 3 stitches. Now we're going over to the next corner. So yarn over the hook. That is your first stitch into that corner. That's your first 3 stitches into that corner, and then do 2 chain. Another 3 stitches into that corner. So that's the second corner done. And we're going over to the third corner and doing exactly the same. 3 triple crochets, 2 chain and 3 triple crochets. Now we're going to do 2 chain. 1, 2. Do another 3 triple crochet into that corner. And that's the third corner done. So we're going to go into the next corner. 3 triple crochet, 2 chain and 3 triple crochet. Two chain, so that's the fourth corner, and we're now coming up to the where we started, the first corner. So we go put the hook into the top stitch, 1, 2, 3, and do a slip stitch into that. And then I am going to slip stitch across to this corner here. If preferred, some people can go straight into this one here if they want to, but this is the way I prefer to do it. And you don't have to go through the whole stitch, you can just go through half of the stitch, because sometimes it's rather awkward to get the hook through. It doesn't really matter because it's going to be crocheted over the top of when you do the next round anyway. And then into that one, that last one. And now we're ready to start in this corner again. Now we now have, because you've done an extra round, we now have the 4 corners, but we'll have an extra stitch here in between each corner now. So you're going to start again to make 3 chain. And then into that stitch, that corner. So you're going to do the same as what you've done on all the other corners. It's 6 triple crochet with 2 chain in between. So that's 3 triple crochet, 2 chain and 3 triple crochet. And when I go to the spaces in between the corners, some people do 1 chain before they go into these ones, but I don't. I go straight in a triple crochet straight into there. So you do 3 triple crochet, so that's my 3 triple crochet, and then I'm going straight across to the next corner, doing my 3 triple crochet, three triple crochet again, 2 chain, 3 triple crochet, and then into the single one in between the corners. And now we're up to where we started again, so we're going counting 1, 2, 3 stitches going into that top stitch and just slipping that stitch over, and I'm going to do that up to the next, I think it's 3 stitches up to the and the last one over the top of the corner here. So that is the start of a granny square, and as you can see we now have 2 spaces between each corner. There's the corners there. We now have 2 spaces, and each round you do, you get more spaces as you go around. And what I do when I do the corners, the first couple of rows, that's these come out, pull that tight again. The first couple of rounds I do at the corners, when we did the first 4, I did 2 chain. The next round I did 2 chain. But if you notice, if your corners are starting to get more pointed, like going like this, you know, it's hard to do. When I do the next round, I only do 1 chain into each corner, and I alternate like that. And the next round I do 2 chain, the next round I do 1 chain, and the next round. But if you start to notice your corners start to going rounded like that, do 2 chain on your next round. That's how you notice what your corners look like when you're finished. So you'll keep on, I will keep on with that, and I'll show you when I get to the size that I'm doing, which is, I normally do this one here. I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rounds altogether, including the starting ones in the middle. So here we've done 1, 2, 3, so I have another 2 rounds to do to finish that granny square. So there you can see I've done the 1, 2, 3, 4, that's my 4th round there, and on that 4th round in the corners I only did 1 chain between the 2 lots of 3, and you can see we have 3 spaces for to do the triple crochets into. And this is you can see it's rounded, the round of the edges, the corners are rounded. So the next round I'm going to put 2 chains into the corners, and I'll show you that when I do it. So that is my last round, because that's as big as I need them. There's my other one there. And as you can see, there are now 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces to crochet into between each corner, and I did 2 chain in each corner on that last round, and it is still looking a little bit rounded there. So my next, if I was doing another round, I would still do 2 chain. As long as the corner looks rounded like that when you're finished, I do 2 chain the next round. But once it starts looking more pointed, coming out more, going more pointed, that's when I only do 1 chain. So you have to keep checking your work when you're doing it, but that's how I do my granny squares. Anyone who doesn't know me would probably complain about the way I hold my hook, but that's the only way I can do it, using my hook and the wool like that in the same hand. I can't do it holding the wool in this hand and going, you know, that way. I've tried that way. It just does not work for me. But I've noticed a lot of older women like myself all crochet the way I do, like knitting. Crochet the way you knit. Look at it that way. So that's my little bit tutorial. I hope that's helpful for anyone. Anyone that wants to make it any bigger, make a blanket, just keep going round and round, and each round you do, you get more spaces between the corners, and that's the way it goes. So thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll catch you all another time, and anytime you want to see any more. So bye for now.